Hey guys, I'm Alex C. I hope you're doing great. I wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about depression and getting back up. So, depression is a topic I know quite well, simply because I've gone through it myself. I'm still dealing with the aftermath of that, and I still get episodes where I fall back into slight, not severe depression. And I do help other people who also go through it. And the thing with that is that there are two alternating sides to the depression. And those sides are, on the one side, being really sad and wanting to cry all the time and just feeling bad. And on the other side is being very angry. And part of that anger is directed at the fact that you really don't know what to do to get yourself out of it or to get your life moving in the direction you'd want to. So the trick to actually getting out of it is to start and make sense of what would be meaningful to you and what you could use, whatever energy you do have, to really push yourself out of it. Now, people are going to say, well, it's really hard to do that because I don't have any energy. But what they fail to realize is that the anger side of that equation is actually energy, and it can be directed. So the trick to dealing with depression and to getting yourself or helping somebody get out of it, and I'm not talking about the kinds which can be treated with medication, because there are a few cases of, kind of naturally occurring depressions where people actually have a lack of a certain chemical in their brain. So that actually requires medication to be treated, and that's something you're going to just take all your life. But for other people who are not depressive in that sense and who fall into depression, then to get out of it, you first figure out something that would be meaningful to you, so you won't have any energy to push towards something you don't actually care that much about. And once you have that, then you want to use the anger side. So once you get out of the sadness side of the balance and you start to feel angry at not being able to do anything, you use that to take the smallest step that you can potentially do, which would move you towards that direction which you find meaningful. And that's the key to it, to break it down into very small steps. That's actually the key to achieving any kind of great results anyway, by the way. What you want to do with any big task that seems just too big to accomplish is to breaking down into smaller manageable pieces. And if even those pieces seem too big for you to take on, then break those down into individual tasks. So ask yourself, what is the smallest thing I could potentially do to move me just slightly in that direction? And if that seems too small, then just do it, and afterwards ask yourself what the next smallest step I could take, right? So if you keep doing that, you're going to achieve tons of stuff in your day, and eventually those small actions build up into bigger goals and stepping stones that lead you to what you actually want to achieve with your life. So that's the key to achieving anything big. If you're actually suffering from depression or are in a very depressive state right now, then try to spend that small amount of energy which the anger side gives you to focus on finding what could be meaningful to you. So think about causes you care about. Think about the kind of people who you find really awesome, who you'd like to see more of in the world, and ask yourself how you could maybe create something that would allow you to make a difference in that direction. So the goal to purpose setting is not to have a very specific place you want to get to, but instead you want to have a direction in which you want to move in. So if you do have something like that, it's much harder to fail at that, because all you need to do is ask yourself, well, did I make any progress in that direction today? And did I do as much as I could have, considering the energy, the resources that I had available? And if your answer is, yeah, I did all that I could today, then you can be happy with your day. So that's the trick to feeling that you're making progress and feeling good. And hopefully you guys will be able to implement some of that. So I'd like you guys to reflect on what I said and ask yourselves, what matters to me? What do I want to achieve with my life right now? What have I been putting off maybe? And what would be the smallest possible step that you could take to make some of that happen? Not the entire thing. Just do a small, very tiny step that gets the momentum going. And after that, it's a matter of being consistent and taking those steps as often as you can. So if the best you can manage right now is doing one tiny task every day, then do that. Just do it once a day, and you'll see that naturally you're going to build some momentum. You're going to build a feeling of satisfaction from getting stuff moving, And that is what is actually going to generate the energy you need to start doing other stuff with your life. So I hope you guys found this valuable. Thank you for everybody that's been watching. I do see your comments. I try not to answer back unless there is an actual question on what I'm talking about, just because it would really take me down another track and I start mumbling and all of that. So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will do my best to answer. And that's it for now. So I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.